Right, good evening, Grant ecosystem. Good evening, everybody in the Grant ecosystem. We are heading somewhere and we are praying for it to come speedily. A thanksgiving of joy, holding on to our community blessings. We pray that the God we serve will show us mercy and we will partake of this blessing that we have all have been praying and hoping for to come. A lot is happening and it must take courage for you to be still standing in this fight, not giving up, showing up every day to check for information, to look for greener pastures in the grant ecosystem. It's not easy despite what is happening in our community, despite the hardship, despite everything that we go through on a daily basis. It takes only a warrior, a strong person like you to be still standing. Those who fall do not want to fall. It's not because they intend to fall. It's because God have His own ways, and here we are today. I must recommend you. I must say you are trying. Each and every one of us is trying, despite the way they have handled the whole situation in the grant ecosystem. I believe there are better ways of doing things, and you also believe there are better ways of doing things. But for us to be repeating the same thing over and over again doesn't make sense. So that's why things are still stuck in the grant ecosystem. I would like you to buckle up and sit tight and probably get a bottle of water as we digest this information together. I'm going to read it out to you so that you understand the process and the things that are happening in the grant ecosystem, the delegates and the confusion and everything about the whole situation in the grant ecosystem. And there was a 2 VN voice note that came out this week. The two of them talks about disbursement date, and the other one is still disbursement date. If you have not listened, please pay attention. Go and listen to it so that you understand what is happening in the grant ecosystem, so that you can find a balance and know what to do. Nobody is making decision for you. You are the one to make decision. But the only thing I advise in this channel, do not pay money for slot. If you pay money for slot, make sure you know that person in case he or she promise you and there's no feedback or there's no reward, there's no grant. Go and pick he or she up and lock them up. They don't show mercy. Why trying to collect your money? Do what you have to do to get your money back, because enough is enough in this grant ecosystem. All right, back to today information, and I want to say hello everyone. As Thanksgiving approaches, a time for gratitude and looking forward. We have some very important updates we intend to share in the grant ecosystem, in the grant community especially. We know there is been a little confusion about our delegates who are helping with the grant situation and their returns. Some say they are back and some say they are not. But let not let us not create worries among ourselves. Yes, you may be right, but at the same time you are wrong. When you send somebody message an errand and they came back not giving you feedback, you intend to be worried as human being, except they want us to be deceiving ourselves. So it is completely normal for a big project like this, such which involve many people, to have some moment of uncertainty. But remember, the progress of our grant is not about rumor or who says what. It's about steady work happening behind the scene. Think of it like a big Thanksgiving meal. A lot of people preparation happens. A lot of preparation happens in the kitchen even before the guests arrive. Yes, I agree with you. It's a big occasion, it's a big project, and a lot of people are involved in this grant ecosystem. But the only thing I want to ask is this: for how long do you intend to be preparing the meal? How many years does it take for you to cook your food? How many years? How long should the guests continue to wait for the food to be served? How long should they wait, or you want them to die of hunger before you serve the food? That's a food for thought. For those who have ears, let them hear what is happening in the grant ecosystem, and let this message go back to them for them to understand that the guests are beginning to get agitated because their saliva is drying and they need food. So whatever is happening behind closed door, let it be done quickly before the guests pick up their bag and leave the ceremony. That's just me talking. We want to remind everyone to be careful about listening to every single story you heard. Following too many conflicting reports can make us feel frustrated and lose trust. Instead, let's hold on to the original promises of this grant, which is still very much alive and well, even with a few delay. Now, if this is very good, but this one is no longer a few delay, it is many delay. It's no longer frustration, it is loss of hope and trust in leadership in the grant ecosystem. We have lost hope, we have lost confidence, and we have lost trust in the grant ecosystem because we don't believe them anymore. Because past experiences, I believe a man should be known by his word, and his word is action. When action does not follow your word, it's just a mere noise, and even children will start messing with you. This grant ecosystem, I believe, it is full of people of great minds, elite, and people who have a reputation, businessmen and women in the grant ecosystem. You can't be fooling us around, telling us the same thing, expecting us to keep nodding our head on the same story every day. It doesn't make sense, but what do I know? Let's proceed. The most important thing right now is to keep our faith strong and our expectation high. When we believe good things are coming, it keep our energy up and help us to stay connected to community. This belief is like the fuel that happens to us. This belief is like the fuel that help us move forward. You might be wondering why there are delay. Well, big projects often need many steps: getting approvals, sorting out documents, and making arrangements with different groups, even international partners and government bodies. Each step needs to be done very carefully to make sure everything goes smoothly when the grants are finally given out. All right, we agree with you that step is to be taken carefully and gradually so that there will not be mistakes. And even international people and the government, they are working together to make sure this thing happen. But our only concern here is this: for how long should we wait for this step to be taken? A child that was born 2 or 3 years ago has eaten some Christmas, so he's no longer a child anymore. For how long should we continue to be waiting for this step to complete? Why don't you make haste while the sun is still shining? Why don't you put things in order? If the people who are organizing this thing, they are not enough in terms of membership, why don't you increase the membership? Why don't you increase the pace, the speed at which you take a step? The government, why are they not doing the needful? If the international partners are doing their own accurately, what happens to our government here? Why are they not taking the right step or putting the round square in the round in the round hole? Why are they always back backward attitude and looking for how to siphon what belongs to the public? This is what is playing out here. And if you ask me, what do I know? Let's move forward. It is okay to feel a little tired sometimes, but giving up is not an option. Let's protect our hope. Listen to our trusted leader for updates and prepare our hearts and minds for good news. Remember, sometimes the most confusing time happen right before the big breakthrough. This noise might just be a sign that our blessing is very close. If you ask me, Our leaders, it is our leaders that has brought us to this quagmire. A lot of them, 99% of them don't know what they are doing. And the most annoying part of it, they add God to it, so that you can easily be convinced that they are genuine and they are trustworthy, not knowing that they are a wolf with sheep clothing. In this grant ecosystem, they have failed us, failed the grant ecosystem. They are not supposed to be where they are. They are supposed to be in the back seat. And it is unfortunate we have them among our midst. Let's move forward. So let our hearts steady, our mind focus, and our expectation bright. The final result, our community blessing, is what truly matters. All right. A disbursement that matters. It is disbursement we all want and not stories. Let every action be back. Let every word be back with action, so that the community can believe what is happening, believe our leaders, and believe those who are championing this grant ecosystem, those who sell this idea to us. Let them know that they have failed. Let them know that this is not the idea they sold to us initially. Let them know that what they said is different from what is happening. For how long should we wait? Grant ecosystem, great minds and great people in the grant ecosystem. For how long should we wait? Your comment in the comment section. Let us know. Leave a comment so that we can benefit from you, because what just transpired right now is not good. If you ask me, it's bad. What is your take in this update? Do you think this community blessing that we are hoping for, waiting for, do you think they are saying the right thing? Should we continue to wait according to what they said? Should we continue to believe our leaders, what they are saying? Should we continue to hope for this dinner that is going to be served, that they have been preparing for years, that have not ready? Should we continue to swallow saliva, or did they want us to die hoping for this blessing to come in this grand ecosystem? Let us know in the comment section what you think, and don't forget to subscribe and like for more videos. Have a great day, and bye for now.